feels like it's the end of the holiday, even though there's what, 2-3 weeks left. We are heading out of Alberta to BC to return the big speedy boy and start our slow journey back home. Well, actually you can't see it here. The mountains are spectacular. And look, a frozen lake is there. And people ice fishing. It's just spectacular. If I was a Mercy Bursey, have things made out of pewter. So this portion of the drive was obviously between Alberta and Creston, which is where one of Andrew's aunts lives. And I don't want to sound clickbaity or ominous, but what happens the next day? Whoa. Stay tuned for that bit of the adventure. But until then, let's enjoy things not going wrong. As a brief interlude, longhorn sheep are wild in Canada, and they are obviously everywhere in the mountains. So Radium has this amazing signage that I loved. And then sheep crossing at the crossing. There's one there, there's one here, there's these ones there. They're just being some sheep. At this point, you might be thinking, Layla, are you actually just going to show us snippets of your 8-hour drive? And the answer is yes. The scenery in Canada, the landscapes are so different. They're so vast. They change within minutes that I have to show all of this to you. You have to see just how beautiful this is. So we've been seeing these signs all over Canada, but we had no idea what kind of restaurant it is. And so I'm going in here thinking, you know, it's just another fast food joint. Walk in, go to the cabinet, and it hits me. This is a Dairy Queen. So I'm confused. I mean, you know, you read about, you watch it on TV, but will it taste great? Do I now need to buy a cake and eat it in the car? What's up with all of these products? I ordered the usual burgers. Nah, I can go without. If you're doing the drive and you end up going through Creston, absolutely stop at the Wild North Brewing. They've got a really nice little brewery. It's probably, my favorite place in town. They don't seem to have a food menu, but the drinks are all right. And all the buildings on Main Street are really interesting. Now, we stayed in an Airbnb. It's maybe my 10th time in an Airbnb. I didn't enjoy it. I did not like the location, and I didn't like the way, you know, as you can see, half a dozen broken cars, an obscene amount of mud. And I was ready for that to be the worst part of the day. And then the weather hit.
Yeah, it says chain up in effect. Slippery conditions.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen that sign anywhere else.
Okay. understand, yeah. Yeah, it says for commercial vehicles, I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not for you guys. Just double check.
So it snowed, and then it rained, and then it snowed, and now it's hailing. So that is the full precipitation collection set. One of each.
It is beautiful, isn't it, Sophia?
Visibility's returned.
-2.
This is weirdly ominous and super scary. What in the world? What?
Just not the best on the time again.
Yeah, slow down. You want to do it again? It's a bit icy. And then on the other side of the Kootenay Pass, it was hello, Okanagen. I'm not a nerd. Am I a nerd? I think I'm a law nerd. But look, we have spent the last 6 weeks listening to the same CDs. There's only like 4 of them. We can't do this. I am actually at one of these underground music stores now, desperately looking for something else. And then once I was done with the CDs, it was just time to get back to work. So there's a local pulp fiction bookstore coffee place where I caught up with some other lawyers and practitioners who deal with the area of collaborative family law. And that's another blog post for another time. But it was a couple of really good meetings that I then promptly followed by a trip to the bookstore where my heart is just happy inside bookstores. So I really enjoyed that. That was a nice little break from work. And I got to look at some of the local books as well. Really interesting art. One of the things that I love about our trip to Canada was just also being able to see the amount of effort that's gone into children's books and reconciliation, and a lot of voices by the First Peoples of Canada in children's books, which was wonderful. And I obviously bought a whole bunch for Sophia and also our nieces. So is there going to be a really heavy bookcase on the way home? Well, actually, no, it's not a bookcase. It's supposed to be a suitcase. Is there going to be a really heavy suitcase on the way home? Yes. Now, this time around, we stayed at the Delta in the center of the waterfront area, which was really fantastic location. The Delta's really quite good as well. I got a little bit confused because obviously there's a lot of exhibition and sculpture art of these dolphins, but apparently there are no dolphins in the lake. I kept hoping that the Ogopogo would just show up, but no, just ducks. Yes, live, love, laugh, loaf. Oh look, coffee time. So I've been told recently that coffee is not, in fact, the basis of my personality, which no. But I had another couple of meetings that needed to be done with some of the other lawyers, and where else but a coffee shop. And then yes, we did end up going to Starbucks. Don't judge me, don't judge me.